I will briefly give you my personal perspective on funding opportunities that are out there. So now we heard great things about retention ponds and what you can inject to kill pathogen in your irrigation. We heard great things about slow sand filters. How can we pay for all this equipment? This stuff is expensive, right? So are there agencies out there that you can apply for grants to pay for this equipment? So CfAHR has a grant that is called the SWEEP, and in a minute you will see it up there, SWEEP. Oh. And our friends of the Greater San Diego RCD, Joel Kramer is here. They are offering assistance to apply for this grant. But what I want you to know about this grant is that is meant to save energy and water, but as often happens is very Central Valley centric. It has a very Central Valley centric approach, or Central Coast centric approach, and I mean that as a criticism, because to CDFA. So if anybody is here working for CDFA, we need the grant to be more not only focused on saving energy, but also focused on saving water. And the way that currently the grant is set up is that you have to show that you have a pump. You have to show that you have a pump, and you have to show the energy use of that pump, and you have to show the efficiency of that pump. And in this area, many people get their water already pressurized from a district. So there are great things about this SWEEP grant that you can apply for, and they will fund anything that has to do with pumps and irrigation systems and solar panels. And it's a complicated process. There is a lot of details there, but the deal breaker, I want you to know the deal breaker before you spend a ton of time and effort contacting Joel and contacting my colleague Esther Mosase that was supposed to talk today. If you do not have a pump, if you don't have a pump currently, and I think that you need 12 months of data of your pump.
Energy records.
That's right. 12 months of data of energy records, so of your pump, of your electricity use of your pump. So if you don't have a pump, and if you haven't had a pump for 12 months, unfortunately you cannot apply. So I hope that I didn't turn off too many of you, and if I didn't, you can contact Joel at the Greater San Diego RCD, or you can contact Esther Mosase. I had a bunch of her business cards, and only one is left. So either a lot of you got her card already, or the wind is blowing really hard outside. But I have only one left, and I leave it here. Come here and take pictures with your phones.
There you go.
And I leave it here again. Her name is Esther Mosase, and it's also on our website. And I also want to show, if John can help me, the website where we have all this information available.
Right. So again, on our CE San Diego website, which is our main website,
That is this one.
and if you just go to, our main office-wide website is CE San Diego, and you just click on the Agriculture Programs tab, and then you'll see Climate Smart Ag in the drop-down, and that's where you'll find all the information regarding the CDFA grants that Gerry was just talking about. Then under resources on that same overall website, you'll see, which is that link there, that URL on the left there, we have a database of a lot of different funding assistance resources. So there may be other options that might work for you if the SWEEP program doesn't work for you. to give you a little bit of assistance if you're interested in doing some projects. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact either myself or Esther, because we both manage that climate resilient ag program.
The other grant that I wanted to mention is NRCS. Some of you may have applied already for EQUIP, is the grant that most of the money comes from, and it's a lengthy process. It takes a long time. They will send some engineer to your farm, and they want you to do something that is called a conservation plan. And the way that they work is through conservation practices. And so, and for each practice they have a code and the name and how it works. So it's a very structured way of applying. And also, the most important thing is that they don't pay 100% of what you do. So they don't want me to say that it's a cost share, so I will not say that it's a cost share, but they don't pay 100%. So you pay one share of the cost, and they pay something, and they call it a payment. So you show that you have done this practice, and they will give you a payment based on how many square foot of pond you have built, or how many linear feet of main line you have installed, etc. But the good thing is that the engineering is free. So the work of planning and the work of engineering, of course, they have all their federal engineering rules that you have to follow, and many of these things are heavily engineered. I mean, you're building a big pond full of water. You don't want the embankment to fail and to flood the house or something. But you get the engineering for free. That is a good thing. And Raul Alvarado is the district conservationist, and he's the best person to contact if you're interested in apply for NRCS. And with this,